Good morning friends. I hope everyone is doing well. I request everyone to watch my videos in a sequence for better understanding. In the earlier video, we have discussed about the steps in eliminating the epsilon productions and few examples. I hope you have understood. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask it in the comment section. In this video, I am discussing about the steps in eliminating the unit productions, because when we are simplifying the context free grammar, we have to eliminate three things. One is that epsilon productions, then we have to eliminate the unit productions, and then we need to eliminate the useless productions. So already we have discussed how to eliminate the epsilon productions. In this video, we will discuss about how to eliminate the unit productions. Unit productions will be in the form of A determines B, where A and B both are variables or non-terminals. A and B are variables or non-terminals, because are able to understand the length of the B is equal to 1. So that's what I said. If you want to remove this unit productions A determines B, then the step 1 is that add A determines X to the grammar rule whenever B determines X occurs in the grammar. Are you able to understand it? Because A determines B is there, and let's take that B determines X is there. Now if you see that whenever we are generating anything, let's take that X is a terminal, then A determines B, B determines X. So when we construct a tree or derivation, then A will determine B, B will determine X. So meaning is that A can determine or A can generate the X. That is the meaning. Am I right or wrong? So if I remove this A determines B, then I will lose this B determines, I will lose the A determines X, because A determines B is indirectly generating the A determines X. So whenever you are removing the A determines B, because B determines X is there, so you add A determines X to the rule. So that is what they are saying. To remove A determines B, add A determines X to the grammar rule whenever B determines X occurs in the grammar. So that is the step 1. Then what you should do, delete A determines B. That is what we have done. After adding A determines X, now you can remove the A determines B production from the grammar. Now what is the step 3? Repeat the step 1 and step 2 until all the unit productions are removed. Okay, so you need to repeat the step 1 and step 2 such a way that there will be no unit productions in the given context free grammar. So I hope you have understood the steps. If you does not understand, don't worry. I will take 2 examples and I will explain how to remove the unit productions from these 2 context free grammars, so that you will understand the concept in a better way. Okay, I request everyone to note down these points so that you can understand the concept in a better way, and it is very easy for you also to revise the concept. Okay, now we will solve the example 1. Example 1, let me write it here. S determines XA, Y is there, then Y determines X, BB is there, then A determines A, B, C, then Y is there. Okay, so this is the production we have. Now you need to identify where are the unit productions are there. S determines Y is a 1 unit production. Y determines X is another unit production. Then X determines Y is another unit production. So you have 3 unit productions are there. You need to eliminate them. So first we will eliminate the S determines Y production. Let me go for eliminating the S determines Y. Okay, now S determines Y is there. Now Y is determining BB. Are you able to understand it or not? X determines Y is there. Y is able to determine BB. So indirectly S is generating BB. So whenever I am removing the S determines Y, I'm just there. We need to add this BB. Am I right or wrong? Because if I am removing that is what the step 1. Whenever you want to remove A determines B, add A determines X whenever B determines X is there in the grammar. So that's why S determines Y I want to remove. If you see that Y determines BB is there. Okay, are you able to understand? So add the BB. Now it is not completed. If you see that, please listen. Now we'll go for the next one. S determines Y only. If you see that S determines Y, Y is able to determine X. Are you able to understand? And then X is able to determine A and BC. Are the two terminals it is able to determine. Are you able to understand? S is determining Y, Y is determining X, X is determining A and BC. So when you remove this S determines Y, you are losing the A determines BC. Am I right or wrong? A and BC. So you add them. Are you able to understand it or not? So you have added all the productions which you will lose if you remove the S determines Y. Now you can remove this S determines Y production. That is the step 2. Am I right? Delete the production A determines B. When you have added A determines X, if whenever B determines X is there. Is it clear? So let me, okay. You have for XA, BB, YA. Now I want to remove the next one. Y determines X production. This is another unit production is there in the given context free grammar. Now what should I do? When I have Y determines X, X is able to determine A and BC. These are the two terminals it is doing it. So what should I do? First I need to add them. A and BC. A and BC are the two productions I need to add. Then I can remove this Y determines X unit production. Okay, so we have removed the unit production Y determines X. Now you have third unit production is there, X determines Y is there. Okay, now if you see that Y is able to determine BB, A and BC. So you add all of them. You add all of them as BB, A, BC. So these are the three productions you are getting if you remove it. Then you remove this X determines Y. So we have removed all the three unit productions belongs to this grammar. First we have eliminated the S determines Y, and then Y determines X we have removed. Then X determines Y we have removed, and this is the grammar we got after eliminating the unit productions from the given context free grammar. So I hope you have understood how I solve this example 1. If you does not understand, don't worry, I will discuss with another example. It is very simple. Whenever you are eliminating any production A determines B, if B is generating X, then add A determines X and remove the A determines B. It is very simple. Okay. Now we will discuss the example 2. Example 2 is that S determines AB is there, A determines A is there, B determines C and B is there, C determines D is there, D determines E is there, and E determines A is there. Okay, so this is the given grammar. Now first I need to identify where are the unit productions are there. Let's take that whenever they give the grammar, they will even give the what are the variables or non-terminals. So the variables are S, A, B, C, D and E. These are the variables. What are the terminals are there? The terminals are small a, small b, that's all. Small a and small b is there. This is capital C, okay, which is a variable. So these are the variables and these are the terminals. Now first we need to identify what are the unit productions are there. S determines AB is a unit production. No, it is not a unit production because right hand side you have more than one variable. So it is not a unit production. When it will be unit production? If you have A determines B, where A is only one variable and B is also another variable. If you see that AB is a two variables, not a single variable. So it is not a unit production. Okay, so you need to identify what are the unit productions. B determines C is a one unit production, C determines D is another unit production, D determines E is another unit production. That's all. E determines A is not a unit production because A is a terminal here, not a non-terminal. Okay. So we got 3 unit productions. One is B determines C determines D, and D determines E. Now I want to eliminate B determines C. When I can eliminate the B determines C? If you see that B is able to generate C. Okay. Now C is able to generate D. Now D is able to generate E. E can able to generate A. So if I eliminate the B determines C, then I will lose the A here. Am I right or wrong? So I need to add the A production. Am I right or wrong? And then I can eliminate this B determines C. Are you able to understand it or not? Because if I remove the B determines C, I will lose the opportunity of B can directly generating an A. So you add the A to the given production and remove the B determines C. Is it clear? So you got A or B. It can be B or A or A or B. Now I have removed this unit production B determines C. Now I want to remove the production C determines D. If I remove the C determines D, then C is able to determine D, D is able to determine E, E is able to determine A. So if I remove the C determines D, I will lose the opportunity of C can able to generate the A. So we should add this A to the given production. And now you can follow the step 2. Just remove this production called C determines D. Done. So we have eliminated the C determines D also. Is it clear? Now I want to eliminate the D determines E. D determines E is there, okay, which is also unit production. So D is able to generate E, E is able to generate a terminal called A. So then what you have to do? You have to remove this, add this A to this production and remove this production D determines E. Is it clear? So what you got? C determines A, D determines A and E determines A is there. So after doing or eliminating the unit productions from the given grammar, this is the grammar we got. Now I can leave like this. This is procedure is done because we want to eliminate the unit productions. So I have eliminated the unit productions. I will see there are unreachable states are there or unreachable are there. If you want, I will discuss. See, this is an extra. Okay, because if I leave the grammar like this, some people may think that I have done the wrong way. Is it clear? Because some people are good at, even they know about how to eliminate the useless symbols. So they will think that SAR has done incomplete. See, according to the eliminating the unit productions, we are done. Now, if you want, please watch this or you can skip it. Please listen. S determines AB is there. From start symbol, I can go to the variable A and variable B. But I cannot able to reach C and D and E. From the start symbol, S determines A and B. From A, I cannot able to reach C. From B, I cannot able to reach C. So, C is an unreachable. In a DFA, we have discussed that we have unreachable states. Those unreachable states we have eliminated. Is it clear? Are you able to understand it or not? So, if you see that S determines AB is there. So, from S, I can go to the variable A and I can go to the variable B. I have went to the variable A, but I could not able to, from A also I could not able to reach C. From B also I could not able to reach C. Similarly, from A I cannot able to reach D and E. From B also I cannot able to reach D and E. So these one we will call it as a useless productions or unreachable productions in the grammar. So we can eliminate. If you do the simplification, this is. See, if you does not understand this one, don't worry. This complete one is what we have discussed the unit production. But some people may think that I have done incomplete. So that's why I even eliminated the unit means useless one. In the next video, we will discuss in detail about useless. So this is what the simplified grammar. Okay, don't worry. So in the next video, I hope you have understood the concepts what I have discussed in this video. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask the doubts in the comment section. I will clear your doubts in less than 24 hours. In the next video, we will discuss about steps in eliminating the useless productions or symbols. Okay, Thank you for watching my videos. Have a nice day.